Good morning, everybody. We have made it to the final day of IFSA Global Expo 2024. My name is Adam Robertson. I am IFSA's marketing director, and sitting with me is Michael Baumgart from Gourmet Foods. Gourmet Foods was our amazing sponsor of yesterday's chef demonstrations, which we all very much enjoyed. So thank you for the sponsorship of our chef demonstration. Michael, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. We were gladly and happy that we were able to support the chefs and make this a really fun event. It seemed like everybody enjoyed the food. I think the chefs shined, and that means IFSA shined.
Absolutely. The chefs were fantastic. The food was incredible. Everyone was talking about how delicious it was. But right now, let's talk about Gourmet Foods. What's going on in your space?
Well, Gourmet Foods, maybe a brief introduction. Gourmet Foods is a food manufacturer, and we are over 35 years in the business. About 20 years ago, we decided to go clean label, sustainable, and we were looking, even could we go organic? And 20 years ago, you couldn't get the ingredients to do so. But the Whole Foods Clean Label list was, for us, what we felt was the highest and the best standard. So we decided to adapt that and follow that. So we've been doing this ever since. Today, pretty much in our book, all of our stock items are compliant and are sustainable clean label ingredients, like we use chicken. Early days it was ABF chicken. And we said, well, antibiotic free, it's already a step up from the basic, but Mary's on a total different level. You know, it's the animal husbandry, it's GAP 1, 2, or 3, which we procure. It's air chilled, which is the biggest difference. It doesn't have the chlorine baths, which the bird absorbs in the processing step, and also the way they are being held. Bacon, you know, we only use either naturally raised pork and Peterson Farms or Nyman Ranch, and uncured bacon, so no chemicals, no nitrates, and then all the other ingredients from RBST-free dairy, K3X, you know, no preservatives, no artificial food colors, and that's including our desserts and the full line we're doing.
That's fantastic. When we talk about sustainability, it's not just one aspect, right?
Yes.
It's all of these things that you just mentioned, and I love how deep you're going into that. I want to ask you, you know, as we sit at this very beautiful display, you know, I want to lay back and take a little bit of a rest, but what are you focusing on, first of all, as a sponsor, and what are you talking to your existing and potential customers about at Expo this year?
Well, for us, it's basically innovation, new things we're doing. You know, one of our newest, we just started out of the test kitchen, is our pan tart, you know, and pan tart soufflé. And people say, what is that? You know, because it's a unique name. And it's basically a combination innovation we came up with between a soufflé pancake and a tart. So when you bake it in the airline oven, which is obviously airline ovens can be challenging for food, and at 375 or 350, the outside gets nice and crispy like a tart should be, but the inside is like a soufflé, and it has different flavors from blueberry or Marionberry, banana foster. So it's one of those brunch, breakfast, or snack. Can even be a dessert.
It sounds delicious, and you know, you'll be seeing some footage of all of the rest of this really beautiful display that we have here. Let me zoom out just a little bit. From your perspective, where are we going in terms of the future of onboard services, and how is Gourmet Foods going to play a role in that near future?
20 years ago, it was really nobody cared about clean label, but it was a vision the founder, Heinz Neef, had. And we decided to go that route, and we were fully committed to it. Then basically, now forward, pre-COVID, it was a hype. It was, everybody was asking for it.
Yes.
We were, and we cover various segments, not just the airlines, but retail, cruise lines, food service, and chain restaurants. And I oversee pretty much all the segments. And when I analyze that between the segments, the trend is very clear. Retail, it's a given, it's expected.
Right.
The end user reads labels, the end user wants to know what they eat, where the food comes from. In cruise lines, it's huge because now the boards demand that they have by certain milestones, 27 no gestated pork, etc. You know, and these kind of things. And in the airline, obviously, just look back at WTCE, now here at IFSA, the focal point is sustainability, is where does the food come from. And so, given that we have that long history and experience, and we have all the resources necessary to do so, I think we are in a good position, and we have more and more inquiries from airlines inquiring about, hey, can you do this or can you do that? And we have the flexibility, besides our stock items, we can make also a lot of private label items.
Well, it sounds like you guys are positioned for success. We know where the industry is going. I do want to mention that, as most of you know, this year is IFSA's 50th anniversary. So what a great time to be talking about, reflecting on the past couple of decades and looking at, where we're moving forward. Michael, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you once again to Gourmet Foods for being a sponsor this year and sponsoring our amazing chef demonstrations yesterday.
Thank you very much. It was a real pleasure.